Before we start constructing our add telescope page and add widgets, first of all, we need to define some constants regarding the telescope. To do that, I have created a new constant file under the utils directory over here. So under the utils directory, I have created a constants.dart file, and inside that constant.dart file, I have created an abstract final class telescope utils, and inside that telescope utils class I have simply defined few static properties and few static list, because we need to provide few values for properties like telescope types and the mount type and etc., like the equatorial, the alt azimuth, refractor, reflector, catadioptric, and also we have created few list, and we need to select we need to provide some sort of radio buttons to select the type or the mount type or the telescope type or the focus list or the focus type. So that's why I define these constant variables, and these are actually private, but the main thing is these three lists, and we will use these three lists to construct a radio group or radio buttons in our add telescope page. And from that, admin have to select the mount type or the type or the focus type of that particular telescope that he's going to add. And I will tell you that you should take a pause or pause the video and create this constant.dart file and declare these variables inside this abstract final class. And I have made this class abstract so that no one can make any instance of this telescope util class, and also final means no one can extend this telescope util class to create a new child class. So take a pause, complete these codes. I think you are done with it. Now let's close this constant.dart file and open our add telescope page. And inside this add telescope page that we already created over here, there is no app bar. Let me provide an app bar at the scaffold. So in the scaffold, I'm providing an app bar that should have a title, constant text, and say add telescope. Control S or Command S. So this is our app bar. Now you see that in our add telescope page state class, I have defined few properties, and you should also now take a pause. That means pause the video and declare these properties inside our state object, because we are going to need them. These are simply the controller, and we'll use this controller to the text fields. We'll have a form widget, we will have text form field widget, and we need to assign this controller to each of the text form field widget. And also we have a form key. We need to have declare a brand, nullable brand, because we will select the brand from the drop down list. So this will be the initial value of the drop down list, that's why it's nullable. And I have declared an image local path, so the image that we should select from our gallery, or maybe by capturing directly, we will save the path inside this variable. Also we have a date time. Also we have a date time object over here, because we need to keep track the date or purchase date or the adding date that we are adding this telescope to our server. So we need to record that date. So this is the type of date time. Okay, so this is the date time type, and we will select the date from the date picker dialog. And these are the default value for mount description, the focus type, and the telescope type. And we are assigning the default values from the constant that we defined in the constant.dart file. And these are the list, and we are assigning or initializing these string values with the first item of each of the list. So in the mount list, we have the first item is equatorial. In the type list, the first type is refractor, and the focus list, we have the first item autofocus. So we are actually assigning these values inside these three properties. I'm not doing anything in this lecture, because I want to give you some time to declare these variables. And in the next lecture, we will start building our Add Telescope page, because there are a lot more widget we need to add inside this Add Telescope page. We need to provide a way so that we can select image from our gallery. We need to define a drop down list, some radio buttons, radio groups widget. We will create custom radio group widget, and also we need to define a number of text fields also, and that's it. So just complete this variable declarations and the constant.dart file. I'll see you in the next lecture.